Ben Shields with you here at the San Antonio Sports Complex, South San Antonio, just off of I-35, right next to Burbank High School. But they're taking on Brackenridge. Brackenridge plays their home games here, and it's early start. They do 7 o'clock start times here, and I can see Sam Whitley. He has entered the building. Sam Whitley has just entered the stands, and he's making his way up here, getting ready for the Mustangs. Mustangs took care of Brackenridge last year in Marble Falls, and so they're hoping the same thing. All right, Coach Whitley, thank you so much. We are on the air. So Coach Whitley making his way to get his headset on, and Coach Whitley, of course, in the midst of tennis season right now. He's been busy, so we'll talk about his tennis team some as well as the evening goes along. All right, Coach. So Coach Sam Whitley, thanks for joining us. And so the Mustangs on the road against Brackenridge, and what do you hope to see from the Mustangs this evening?
A victory. Very simply put, a victory. We've been struggling a little bit this year. We've been on a struggle bus, but I think tonight's the night we get off that bus and actually put some points on the board. Yeah,
this is a team that Marble Falls took care of last year. They've got a new coach, Coach Garcia, and Coach Thurman said they do look improved, and they do have a win under their belt this season, both teams at 1-2. But the Mustangs do have some young talent out there, especially on the offensive side of the board.
They do. And I'll be honest with you, I'm assuming the quarterback's back this week that started the game against Gerald, who got knocked out, I guess, with a concussion. The concussion protocol, but I hope to see him back on the field tonight. And, he's got a good arm. He did some good things, has some good showing, so we're hoping he has a good showing tonight.
All right. Thanks, Coach, for joining us this evening. And you did a couple games with us last year. You did the Stephenville game and the Brownwood game. So you draw the long road trips.
I know. That's what I was kind of thinking. Except this time I'm not too worried. Well, I shouldn't be too worried about hitting deer on the way home. But, yeah, coming back from Brownwood and Stephenville, I did hit a deer. Hit a deer in the middle of Lampasas.
Boy.
Yeah, right in front of McDonald's. But no damage was done to him or me, so everything was fine.
I'm glad everything was okay, Coach. We thank you for joining us this evening, and we'll talk about your tennis squad as the evening goes along as well. So, again, the Mustangs and the Burbank, or check that, we're next to Burbank High School. It's Brackenridge, so right. I want to make sure I don't get that confused throughout the evening. But it's the Brackenridge Eagles, and they wear purple and yellow.
Well, it's close to gold.
Yeah.
So, in high school we have the Vegas gold, and there's another type of gold, and it just kind of blends in. But I think our gold looks a little bit better than theirs.
All right, so that cloud you see to the west of us, that has been there the entire evening, and it has been a godsend, because otherwise it'd be brutal here if that cloud wasn't in front of the sun the entire time we've been here.
And I hope it stays there, too. It's nice. Yesterday we had a tennis match, and we had a lot of cloud cover, so it made for a real good day to play some tennis yesterday.
All right. Yes, tennis well into the team tennis side of tennis, and I know are you still doing district? Are
yes,
you still in district?
We have three more weeks left of district. We have who we got coming up this week? We have Legacy Ranch this week, and then Burnett the following week. So really only got 2 weeks left. So, but then we'll be going to the playoffs. Probably the second place team out of our district, heading into the playoffs. Probably October 6th.
All right, we got 4 captains out there for the Mustangs, and we've got Raul Moran as well as Joaquin Aguilar. Good to see him dressed this evening. Crawford Maddox still in street clothes, and we've got Doak Timmerman. So it looks like we may see Liscombe again this evening for the Mustangs. Anderson Liscombe, he's a sophomore as well. All right, so about to have the coin toss there at midfield here at the San Antonio Sports Complex. And I believe all right, so we've got the Mustangs and Brackenridge there at midfield, and about to have there we go. The coin is in the air, and it looks like it is going to be
like we won that one.
Looks like the Mustangs won the toss. Last game they deferred to the second half.
I think we just did again.
All right, so the Mustangs, they do win the coin toss. And we'll see what the official decision by the Mustangs. The Mustangs have elected to receive, so Marble Falls decides to get the ball this evening. All right, so just getting started this evening at the San Antonio Sports Complex. We are back with more on KBEY 103.9. they're hoping for good things out of Liscombe. You could see him get comfortable in that second half against Llano last week.
Yeah, he did some good things. He's a young guy, but he does have a few seniors around him with some leadership. And you have to take some time and develop those young guys and get them, I guess, comfortable into the flow of the game. But, you know, by the time you hit second quarter, third quarter, you should be comfortable and doing things naturally at that time.
All right, so you got Brackenridge taking their time. All right, so they will. They've got their helmets off and they are ready for the national anthem. All right, so we're going to go to the national anthem, and when we come back, we'll have the kickoff between the Mustangs and the Eagles on KBEY 103.9. All right, we're ready for the Mustangs and Brackenridge.
This feels like the longest pregame I've ever
It does,
been at.
I know, and it's starting early. Starting at 7 o'clock, yeah. So it took Brackenridge a while to come out of the locker room, but it's starting right on time, though.
Yeah.
Starting right at 7 o'clock at 6:59. So once they get the ball teed up, I think we'll be about ready for the kickoff between the Mustangs and Brackenridge here in South San Antonio.
That cloud needs to kind of sink down with that sun a little bit there.
Yeah, the sun sort of just
yeah, starting to drop below it.
Getting out of that cloud. So if you go to the Daily Trib YouTube page, you can find the video of tonight's ball game at the Daily Trib YouTube page. Just search Daily Trib. All right, so the Mustangs will return. We'll get the kickoff return team on. All right, so Coach Timmerman looking for win number 2 for his Mustangs this evening. And they'll have a couple men back to return this kickoff. See C.J. Alexander. And we got the 2 Aguilars, Diego Aguilar as well as Joaquin Aguilar. So good to see Joaquin out there this evening. And ball teed up at the 44, the Eagles.
Diego had some pretty impressive last week on some of the things he did. I know he's a young kid. But pretty
He's
impressive.
really quick.
Yes, he is.
He's really quick. Mustangs, the return men all standing at the 21-yard line as this game about to get underway in San Antonio this evening.
Looks like they're aiming the ball toward number 7, right toward Diego.
All right, ball teed up at the 40, and we are ready. Finally getting football underway this evening. And here comes the kick. It's going to be returnable. You're right, towards Diego. He's got it at the 26-30. He's at the 35, the 40, 45, cuts to his left, the 50, 45, 40. There he goes to the 36-yard line. Nice return for the freshman. The freshman is going to get about 36 yards on the return. Close to 40 yards for Diego, and the Mustangs have great field position.
Already, that sounds good. Yeah, Diego just took the ball, went straight ahead. He didn't dance around too much at the beginning. That's where a lot of times with kickoff returns, they look for a hole. He just made a hole for himself and kept moving.
All right, so you got the Mustangs offense back out on the field.
Looks like they're running a 3-4, the standard 3-4 defense.
All right. Anderson Liscombe, the sophomore QB, has Aguilar. That's Joaquin Aguilar to his right. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Ball back to the QB Liscombe. Gives to Joaquin Aguilar up the middle. Not much going on there. Gets to the 36, so no gain. It's a second down and 10. All right, so second down and 10 after no gain by Joaquin Aguilar. Logged by the receiver to the left now for the Mustangs. Dickin, the receiver to the right. Joaquin Aguilar stays the running back. Meanwhile, Olin Dalton is tied in left side. Second down and 10, ball back to Liscombe. Turns, gives Aguilar left side. Patiently behind some blocks, finds the 30, still up to the 29-yard line. Gain of 7 yards, so it's third down and 3 for the Mustangs.
Looks like the Eagles are doing little stunts up front there. We've got some good blocking. We also have some free runners. And Aguilar's bounced to the outside real quick to use his speed against theirs.
All right, so we've got a third down and 3 for the Mustangs, working right to left. Mustangs got a great kick return by Diego Aguilar to begin this ball game. Joaquin stays the running back with Liscombe. You got Logbine, the receiver to the left, now joined by another receiver. On third down, quick pass over to Logbine. Logbine getting a block, and he's going to be wrapped up at the 25. Should be good enough. It is a first down, gets 4 yards. And out there getting just enough of a block, Noah Ortiz, the senior receiver, got a block, and he gets the first down.
That's the new version of the old sweep play. Just get it out quick.
Get you a blocker out in front and get some yards.
Exactly.
And that's what happened for the Mustangs that time. So they are just outside the red zone. Ball sits at the 25 of Brackenridge. Joaquin's the back to the right of his QB, Liscombe. 2 receivers to the right. Logbine by himself to the left. Liscombe looking to throw left sideline into the end zone. Logbine, can he haul it in? No, he can't. He tried to bring it in. I think he would have been out of bounds.
He would have been.
Falls to the turf.
Yep, that ball was just thrown just a tad bit short. He had him beat early, and the defensive back was able to catch back up, but still thrown to the outside, so I don't know if he would have caught it if, like you said, had been in bounds anyway.
That is going to be Delgado with the coverage, so second down and 10. They'll keep Logbine to the left. Makachek, the receiver, to the right with Dickin. Handoff, Aguilar up the middle, has some room. The 10 breaks a tackle. He's at the 5-foot tackle, gets out of it. He's into the end zone. Touchdown. That goes 25 yards. Joaquin Aguilar broke a tackle at the 10, and then he goes into the end zone. And it's touchdown Mustangs with 9:59 of the clock in the first quarter.
That was a good inside zone play. Lyman did get on the bodies real quick, and big enough hole for Aguilar just to pop through.
That was a 40-yard drive. Right now you've got Timmerman, who is lined up in the shotgun. Now he'll back out, and they'll go to the extra point formation with Joaquin Aguilar, the kicker. Made a 35-yard field goal last week against Llano to get scoring going. That extra point from Joaquin is good out of the hold of Timmerman, and the Mustangs lead 7-0 after that 40-yard drive. 2 minutes off the clock. Mustangs lead 7-0 on KBEY 103.9.
got good coverage.
All right, so the ball is going to be caught at the 20 and nowhere to go. Hit immediately, goes back at the 19. And so the Mustangs Hounds team down there to wrap them up, and it'll be first down and 10 for Brackenridge. Their first time to handle the ball here. 9:55 to go here in the first quarter.
I have no idea whatsoever what type of offense they run.
A new coach, so they do run a different type of offense. We'll see what it is.
It looks like he's running the old one-back stuff as well.
All
4
right.
wides and 1 back.
So first down, quarterback in the shotgun. He's got it, gonna hand off up the middle. Not much going on. Wrapped up. Moran, the captain, wraps up the running back.
That was the inside zone play. Our linebackers filled the hole pretty quick on that one.
That was Cruz Castillo with the carry. And your host, Joseph Delgado, the QB, in the shotgun. Hands off again. That's Cruz. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage. Goes down for a loss. And let's see who's in there that time for the Mustangs. Coming up with the stop is going to be Jesus Rodriguez. Drops him for about a 4-yard loss to make it third down and 10.
They're trying a little counter play, and we had a lot of penetration from the backside where they're pulling from.
All right, third down, going to throw it out to the right on a receiver screen. He hits the wall, and then he goes down at the 25. Looked like he had some room, and then all of a sudden he was just wrapped up, nowhere to go because Clayton Thompson was there, and it's going to be fourth down and about 5, as initially they were trying to get that receiver screen going to David Prado, but again, Thompson with a nice open field tackle.
Well, it looked like he was going to develop something, and he ran into a wave of white shirts.
That he did, so fourth down, and it looks like they're going to have a punting unit on again. All right, so back to return at the 44. Let's see who that is for the Mustangs. Longbine, I believe, stands at the 44. Should get good field position again. Punter stands at the 10-yard line.
Timeout.
And they called a timeout. We'll keep it here. So the Mustangs defense coach getting a 3 and out. Good start by the offense and the defense so far.
It is. Special teams in week 3 ought to be, well, actually week 4 now, should be kind of fixed. They look like they were a little bit somewhat confused upon where this was to line up at. So the Eagles called a timeout so to get that set, because you don't want to have a punt block this early in the game, this deep in your territory.
No, you do not. All right, so it is going to be the Mustangs going to return the ball here. Are we good here? All right. So we've got the Mustangs along by at the 44-yard line. All right. Punter stands at the 10-yard line. Mustangs up 7-0. It's a high snap. Punter gets it down just in time. It almost got blocked, but he got it off somehow. And it takes a neutral bounce into Brackenridge territory at about the 40. So pretty much where the Mustangs started last time, that's where they're going to get it this time. And about the 40-yard line of Brackenridge. So another great starting position for the Mustangs.
Yeah, fairly high snap on that punt, and the punter did a good job of getting it away.
All right, so here comes the offense out for the Mustangs. Dickin, the sophomore, to the right. Longbine, the receiver, to the left. Joaquin Aguilar, the running back, with the QB. Liscombe in the pistol formation. So on first down and 10, Mustangs inside the 40-yard line. Turns, gives, Joaquin makes a couple men miss, can't get away from the third man, and gets a yard pick up to the 39, so second down and 9 coming up for the Mustangs.
I have a feeling he's getting ready to go deep again. They had him beat last time on the series. They try to get a quick strike right here with a bind again.
Second down and 9, hard count, they jumped and would have a free play, but I think they made contact with the offensive line, and when that happens, they have to stop the play. And so it'll be, I think he was going deep, like you said. It's going to be second down and 5. Takes the ball to the 34 of Brackenridge.
I go right back to it. Wouldn't change a thing.
All right, so second down and 5 after the hard count by Liscombe draws the defense offsides. Ball sits at the Eagle 34-yard line. Mustangs are up 7-0, looking for more points here with Long behind the receiver to the left.
They just brought the safety over to kind of double coverage a little bit, see if he falls back into coverage.
We've got Dickin to the right. They're moving Aguilar to the left of his QB, Liscombe now.
Yeah, they just changed the play.
Liscombe has the shotgun snap. Pressure up the middle, gets rid of it. Underneath, it's caught. Olin Dalton has the first down. He slipped, but he caught it at the 29. Gain of about 5 yards, and that's good enough for a Mustangs first down to the 24.
Umpire did a good job of ducking and getting out of the way of that ball.
And Dalton did a good job to keep his concentration because he was slipping when he caught it.
Yep, quarterback did a good read on the safety as well.
Hand off Aguilar. Takes a defender who's around his waist down to the 20 and gets about 5 yards. So second down and 5 coming up for the Mustangs there. So nice run for Joaquin. He is tough to bring down on initial contact.
He is. He's low, not a very tall kid, just an average size guy, but he's got a lot of strength, a lot of low center of gravity.
All right, so they got 4 yards, second down and 6. Under 7 to play in the first quarter. Mustangs have 3 receivers now with Aguilar, the running back. That's Joaquin to the right of Liscombe. Makachek and Dick and the receivers to the right. Meanwhile, Long behind the receiver to the left. Ball back to Liscombe, looking to throw left side. Has to roll left because of pressure. Now he's going to tuck and run, and
get out.
He's going to be dropped right at the line of scrimmage at the 21. So that's he fumbled the ball and it's picked up. He fumbled the ball and it's picked up, and I think there's going to be a face mask. At least they want one on the sideline, and I thought they got a face mask over there. I think they missed that call, but they do get the flag does come in, so they will tack on 15 yards. So the Mustangs are driving. They fumble the ball, and it's going to be Brackenridge ball, first turnover of the ball game.
Yeah, they stood him up, and those guys stripped the ball away from him, took off running. That's an official's discretion right there where the forward progress has been stopped. Evidently, they didn't think it was, so they kept the play going for just a moment. A moment too long for us.
That was Cruz Castillo who got the recovery for the Eagles. And so it'll be a first down and 10 for Brackenridge after the game's first turnover. Comes with 6:19 to go.
The officials are having a prayer meeting out there trying to figure out what exactly is happening at this point.
Now they will have to tack on, I think, 15 yards because he definitely, you could tell he did grab that face mask at the end of the run there. Still a long discussion going on. Now the official is facing away from us. He's facing the home side. We're here on the visitor side in the stands. So we're awaiting the call. Don't know if he's given the call yet here. Oh, we get, now they pointed towards, there's 2 penalties, one against Brackenridge and then one against the Mustangs. Probably on the return, probably had a holding call and then a face mask. So again, couldn't see the first call. I believe it had to probably be a holding on the return, would you think?
I'm thinking they either that or unsportsmanlike. I don't know what they did, maybe too much celebration.
Regardless, they've got it to 15, swings the pass out. He's got some room. He's at the 19-yard line. Cruz Castillo out of the backfield.
Our defensive linebackers doing a good job of play recognition and pursuing to the ball right from the get-go. That ball's thrown, and they were moving out that way.
All right, so second down and 5-yard pickup. 4 receivers set here for Brackenridge. Delgado is the QB. And we do have the official from the far side coming in.
Throw a flag.
Oh, the flag is down, so do we have too many men on the field maybe?
Well, he's in an empty set. He's got 3 receivers up top, 2 at the bottom here. I don't know if they ran somebody on and off. I'm not sure exactly what happened. Sideline warning.
All right, so going to be a sideline warning, so they no flag. It's just a 1 warning against.
Yeah.
Maybe the coaches were out of the coach's box.
Yeah, maybe into the official's ear too much, and he wants to go ahead and put a
stop on it.
Yeah, real quick.
So we got a second down and 5:49 and counting here in the first for the Eagles. Ball sits at the Eagle 20. Snap back to the QB, throws out quickly, left side, incomplete, fluttered in the air. And it'll be third down and 5. Tried to get that rid of quickly to Elijah Reyna.
Yeah, he definitely short on that one a lot.
Yeah, he did. So third down and 5. Clock stops with 5:42 to go. Mustangs lead 7-0. Mustangs were driving. Then there was a fumble. That was our first turnover of the ball game. Joseph Delgado, the QB, to throw. His pressure. It's a screen. Caught Cruz, but he said immediately.
Just hold him.
And that's Dalton. Check that. Doak Timmerman was there. As soon as he caught it, wrapped him up, and he goes down. Nice tackle. And actually a 5-yard loss at the 21-yard line. It'll be a 4th down and 9.
And we had a lot of defenders in the quarterback's face, and if it's too easy, it's easy for a reason. Good thing Doak was there because he actually had a pretty good screenplay set up for us.
Yeah, good read by Doak because he saw that and was making sure that he was right there to wrap up when the receiver got the screen pass. And again, the Mustangs should end up with decent field position. Return man, Longbine stands at the 49. Punter stands at the 6-yard line. 7-0 Mustangs.
High snap last time.
That one's slow to get there, but he does get it, and it was almost blocked again. Got it off just in time. Greg Lemon almost got a hand on it, and again ends up near the 40 of Brackenridge at the 41. So this will be the worst starting position for the Mustangs at the Brackenridge 41-yard line.
I have a feeling that Greg's going to get one before the night's over with.
Yeah.
On that particular type of snap and punt.
Second time he's come from the left side and almost got a hand on there. That one, it got there, but it was slowly getting there.
Yes, very much so.
All right, here comes the O for the Mustangs. And the shotgun, ball at the 41 of Brack. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Pistol formation, Aguilar's the running back. Low snap to Liscombe, has it, turns, gives Aguilar, and he's hit in the backfield because of that low snap. Slow down the play. Ethan Quaylar with the stop, and that'll be a loss of 5 yards to the 46 of Brack.
That is one of the downfalls to having to do the shotgun formation. If you get a bad snap, the whole play is going to be shot.
All right, so it's going to be second down and 15 after that missed snap. He's going to throw it quickly, and it's caught Makachek. The 30 flag does come in, cuts to his right at the 25. They could get a horse collar there, but they're not going to call it. Looked like he had his hand in there. Meanwhile, flag sits at the 42 after the Makachek catch and run. And is that the way of holding there, Coach? Did you see it?
From what I saw, the end of it, it was like an
eligible man downfield is the call.
Yeah, they ran the offensive line, with all these RPOs we have now, run pass option. I saw the guard pull. I thought it was going to be a handoff myself, and the quarterback pulled it and threw it to the tight end or the slot back. And the offensive lineman had worked his way up. It's 3 yards. 3 yards upfield and can't throw the pass now.
Did they switch it to 3 yards because of the RPO? Because it used to be 5.
Used to be 5, yep.
All right, so second down and 20 after that penalty. 4 receivers set for the Mustangs at the Marble Falls 49. Liscombe has the shotgun snap, has a pocket, looking left for the left sideline. He's interfered with. He was pretty much tackled to the turf at the 25, and 2 officials saw it. And the quarterback, Delgado, he had no choice. He had no choice because it would have been 6.
Yeah, he did the right thing.
Yeah.
I mean, believe it or not, defensive coaches would teach their defensive backs if you get beat, tackle them. It's better to give up 15 yards than it is a touchdown.
That's what Isaac Delgado did that time. So that'll take the ball back into Brack territory. And that'll take it to about the 36 of Brack. With 3:56 to go, they were going for the long ball. I think they're going to try for some shots tonight, Coach. Try to work out that long passing game.
Well, you have you got a tall receiver on a short defensive back, and you got the protection tonight. So yes, you need to be trying that for sure. I go right back to it right now and see what happened.
Liscombe hands off. Aguilar trying to bounce it out. Now it turns upfield, and not much there. Some penetration by. Flag comes in too. Could be a holding. Got back to the line of scrimmage. Flag sits at the 38-yard line. So some penalties early on here in the first quarter.
Yeah, too much laundry on the turf right now.
3:50 to go.
Yep, holding. Had to be on the widest receiver there. Defensive back probably ran in and he just grabbed him.
All right, 3:50. Being in the stands and being this close to the field, you can hear the coaches talking to the players. You can definitely tell it was on one of the receivers that time.
Yep.
By the coaches talking to the players. So that'll mark off 10 yards back to the 47-yard line of Brackenridge. So first down and 20, pistol formation. Now they're telling me to spot at the 46. So they had it spot at the 47.
Yep.
It wasn't spotted correctly, so they move it to the Brackenridge 46.
Umpire counted 10 instead of 11.
All right, 3:45 and counting. Pistol formation. Liscombe fakes the handoff, and he's going to be hit for a loss. He is dropped for another loss at the 49. That's a loss of 5. And again, penetration. I don't think they want Liscombe to keep it. I think they want him to hand it off there.
Yeah, they ran that again. It was another RPO, and I think that would have been the R on the RPO on that one.
Yes, the young sophomore still trying to learn the nuances of the ball game, and that's a 5-yard loss. Second down and 25. Brackenridge getting some penetration against the run. I think a couple deep passes could deter that. 3:04 and counting here in the first, 7-0 Mustangs. Drive start at the Brack 41, but it's going backwards here at the Mustang 49. Ball back to Liscombe to throw. He's got time, screen left side.
Make a move.
Makachek gets a block from the lineman. He's at the 40 of Brack. Breaks a tackle to 35 down to the 32-yard line. He gets about 18, 19 yards and about 4 or 5 yards shy of the first down. And third down and manageable now for the Mustangs. And got a man down here at the 46 for the Marble Falls Mustangs. All right, so it was a screen pass to Makachek. And when he gets in the open field, he can really catch and run. And one of the linemen didn't catch his number, but he got downfield and laid a block for him.
Yeah, we had 2 linemen. One in the middle of the field did a great job of blocking and letting go of, I mean, you know, the holding penalty is not a holding penalty until it actually affects the run, and he did a good job in the middle of the field of letting go at the appropriate time not to get a holding call on him. And, of course, there was a great block, a lead block out here by the offensive tackle for the runner to cut back inside.
All right, so then we'll go check out the Mustang here with 2:37 to go in the first quarter. Mustangs lead 7-0. That sun about to go behind the trees here.
Yep.
And a little breeze picking up, and it doesn't feel too bad out here right now in San Antonio with that breeze picking up. All right, so you've got Diego Aguilar as well as Dick in the receivers to the right, long bind to the left. Joaquin Aguilar is the running back with Liscombe on 3rd down and 6. Handoff Aguilar right side trying to find the edge. Turns upfield, has the first down. Nice run inside the 20. What a turn upfield for Aguilar, showing off his speed and his maturity out to the 18. Going to be a gain of about 8 yards there for the Mustangs in a first down.
That was a good cutback. He had his receiver out blocking in front of him, but he had nobody else blocking. He was able to get the defensive guy to pursue just a little hard and cut right behind him.
We'll give him 14 yards. Gets to the 18 inside the red zone. 7-0 Mustangs. Handoff Aguilar up the middle, trying to find the seam right side and crosses the 15 to the 14, gain of 4. So that'll be a 4-yard gain. And we're inside of 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Mustangs leading, looking for more points. Long bind, and Diego Aguilar, the receivers to the left here. Dalton and Dick and the receivers to the right. Joaquin Aguilar flanks his QB Liscombe to the left. Liscombe has it, looking in the end zone to throw, and it's a low throw, incomplete for long bind. Had to go down for it, and just not enough on it. 3rd down and 7.
They misjudged that one altogether. Route was open. Had a double slant on the left-hand side there.
All right, so 3rd down and 7 here for the Mustangs. Trips left side, one receiver to the right.
Yep. Offensive line is mighty tight, so like it would be another pass play.
Ball back, no handoff Aguilar, and he slipped, tried to make a cut to his left, and did he fumble the ball?
I think so.
Brack saying he fumbled it.
Referee said he's down.
Okay.
Well, not the referee, but the linesman said he was down.
All right, so the official comes in saying down.
Yep.
Brack saying, no, we got it. Coach Garcia for Brack saying, it's our ball. A couple linemen saying our ball, but the line judge says, no, it's Mustang ball. He was down. So 4th down and 7, no gain there for Joaquin. Now it looks like they're going to bring the kicking unit on here now. Under a minute to play in the first quarter. Joaquin stays out there because he's the place kicker as well. He made one from 35 last week. This one from 32 yards from the right hash, out of the hold of Doak Timmerman. Snap is good, hold is good. It's got the distance, and it is through the uprights. 31-yarder for Joaquin Aguilar, second one of the season. Makes it 10-0 Mustangs. 35 seconds to go here in the first back after this on KBEY 103.9. Mm-hmm. 35 seconds ago in the first, short kick by Aguilar, taken by the up man at the 18, the 20.
Oh, my goodness.
To the 18, fumble the ball out of bounds. And so they'll have decent field position at about the 29. Stream the game at dailytrib.com, also our YouTube channel. You also stream it at kbfm.com. All right, so it's going to be Brack going left to right here. First down and 10. Ball sits at the 30. Third time that Brackenridge has the ball with 31 seconds left in the first. They're going to go trips right side. One receiver to the left. Delgado, Joseph Delgado's the QB. He's got the snap. Quick pass out to the right. It's low, incomplete. One hopper to the receiver, and it's going to be second down and 10.
I don't see that quarterback having the strong arm enough to get those quick passes out. He's short arm and everything. And watch him throw a 50-yard bomb.
Yeah. All right, so 4 wideouts here. The QB by himself in the shotgun wants to run now, and he's going to be wrapped up. Not much going on there for him on the QB run as he's wrapped up there in the middle at the 29. Matter of fact, probably lost a yard.
Yeah,
and that was Byfeld with the stop.
Right, the way our defense reacted to that, I think that's like a little tendency they do to go empty and then run a quarterback draw real quick.
That should be the final play of the first quarter. It is. Mustangs lead 10-0. We go to the second on KBEY 103.9. All right, we begin the second quarter. Mustangs are up 10-0, and Brackenridge, the offense, facing a third down and 11 here. Ball sits at the 29-yard line on third down and 11. Ball back to the QB, Delgado. He rolls right. He's looking. He's looking, nowhere to go. He's going to run instead, and he's wrapped up. Maybe a yard gain. That is all, and it'll be 4th down. Mustangs getting over there, and that time chasing him down. Christian Cervantes Mauricio with the stop for Marble Falls.
Yeah, that was good flow by the defense. Quarterback went straight to a sprint out, flood routes by the receivers, and the white shirts just flowed right there with him, taking away the short, medium, and the deep route. And then when he went to go run, they met him. All right.
Punter stands at the 16. We got a return man at the 39-yard line.
All right, I got a Pepsi blocks this one.
All right, let's see. We had Lemon get close to the first 2 punts. Let's see if he makes it happen here on number 3. Logged by the return man at the 39. Here he comes, and he almost got there, stretched out and just missed it by inches. Meanwhile, takes a big friendly Brack roll into Mustangs territory. Took about a 10 to 15-yard roll. Let's see where they mark him out at. Right now, the official standing at the 37. I think it may come up, though. Let's see.
I think the ball jumped out right there.
Yeah, so the 37-yard line. So that's by far the first time Marble Falls has started in their own territory. They've had 3 good starts in Brack territory.
Well, we've stopped ourselves.
Yeah, that last drive was started and stuttered, and at least able to get the field goal.
Yep. So we're going to hang our hat on this time.
First down and 10, 11:01 to go in the half. Mustangs up 10-0. Liscom's in the shotgun. Joaquin Aguilar to his right. 4 receivers. Ball back to Liscom to throw. He's got a pocket. Now steps up. He's still looking, and he popped the ball. It's loose. He was hit, and the ball comes out, picked up at the 32.
Yep.
And that'll give Brack great field position. The pressure got to him, stepped up. Flag comes in because he spiked the ball as he was running off the field. They'll still keep possession, but they'll mark off 15 yards. And instead of having it at about the 32, it'll be marked back at the Brack 47-yard line.
These are the tough lessons that young quarterback's got to learn. That's all it was. He had the ball in one hand and slipped right out of it. He looked to his third option, Aguilar down in the flat area for the outlet, and ball just flew right out of his hand.
Second fumble of the evening. Second turnover against the Mustangs.
Just growing pains. He'll be fine.
All right, so they'll mark off the penalty yardage here. It was unsportsmanlike conduct. I believe he spiked the ball as he was running off the field. Did the Eagle who recovered the fumble. Coach Timmerman will talk with the young man.
Y'all going the wrong way, ump. Wrong way, ump.
All right, so they shouldn't it be going back further? I guess not.
Well, maybe I don't know what they threw.
So
maybe one of our guys slapped the ball out of his hand or something because they called a delay of game on us.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, it's a call against the Mustangs. The flag goes against the Mustangs. Here we were thinking, no, okay. It was against Brack.
All right, that's what I was kind of.
I was like, there was no Mustang around there to slap it away.
Yep.
I guess they called the delay a game and not a 15-yard penalty, right? No, that's a 50 because it would have been about the 20. It would have been about the 23-yard line. Ball sits at the 39.
I'm totally confused here.
I'm on it now because it would have been closer to about the 23, 24.
Yep.
So they
rewind the tape. Rewind the tape.
They mark off the penalty here, 15 yards. All right. Delgado's the QB. Cruz Castillo, his running back. They've got 4 wideouts on first down and 10. Ball at the Mustang 39. Mustang leads 10-0. 10:51 to go in the half. Ball back to the QB. Handoff.
And we had a fumble.
And it's picked up.
Put some speed.
To the 40, 35 to the 30. And that time it is going to be Arnulfo Salazar picks up the fumble at about the 40. And he's going to go about 25 yards down to the Brack 34-yard line. Great field position with 10:38 to go here in the half.
I believe that's your nose guard right there.
Yeah. Wow, so he rumbled down, and for a second it looked like he may have a scoop and score, but nonetheless gives the Mustang great field position. (10-0) Mustangs. Here comes the snap back to Liscom, handoff Aguilar, has a hole right side, the 30, 25, down to the 24-yard line. Going to be 10 yards and a first down for Aguilar.
Run the hurry-up offense here.
Mustangs getting up there quickly. Hand off right side Aguilar to the 19, so he gets a gain of 4.
We got receivers, tight end, slot, everybody to the top side of the field.
All right, handoff up the middle. Aguilar breaks a tackle, 15 to 10, takes a defender down to the 8-yard line. He'll get 11 yards and a tough run. First down and goal for the Mustangs. Looking to work quickly again here.
They called a timeout.
Timeout called by Brack, looking to catch their breath. We'll keep it here. Don't want to miss if they score here with 9:44 to go in the first half. Mustangs up 10-0, looking for more here. Set up by the fumble recovery and return by Salazar. Arnulfo Salazar took about 40 yards. And then a couple nice runs here by Joaquin.
Timmerman decided he was going to go with a little hurry-up offense right there. And the offense actually looked pretty good, staying organized, lining up on the ball, getting the ball snapped good quickly, getting receivers back in position for the second play, and everybody getting set. About to run a third play, and they called a timeout to slow us down or either get their breath over their one.
All right, so the Mustangs will have a first down and goal at the 8. As they go left to right here. Timeout called by Brackenridge. They wanted to catch their breath and talk it over defensively. Got Coleman, the receiver, to the left. Wallace, the receiver, to the right. Noah Ortiz, the tight end left side. Pistol formation with Aguilar behind that's Joaquin Aguilar behind Liscomb. Liscomb has it. They give to Joaquin up the middle. The 5 falls forward to the 3-yard line. Say the 4-yard line, and that's a gain of 4. Second down and goal at the 4.
You got Doak in there at running back. It's like a little heavy set in the backfield. Oh, look at this little formation right here.
Oh, yeah, the way they were lined up pretty much stacked. Now it'll be pistol formation with Doak, the running back. Now Doak's going to be in pistol he's going to be at Wildcat. Everybody else empties out as Liscomb to quarterback to the right. Meanwhile, direct snap to Timmerman, and he's in. Timmerman goes 4 yards and a touchdown for the Mustangs, up 16-0. Short drive, 40 yards. 9:07 to go in the half, and the Mustangs with their second touchdown of the evening, now up 16-0.
That was very impressive. Every play was a positive play, 7, 10, 15 yards. And Doak pretty much ran. We got to have where's the kicker at? He's on the field. Doak pretty much ran over the guy at the goal line.
All right, they did what they did earlier. They had Doak lined up, and now he will line up as the holder, and Joaquin comes in as the place kicker. 9:05 to go. The left end got a jump on the ball. Meanwhile, the extra point is good. Flags down because of the offsides by the defense. Now they'll keep the extra point try. Could they apply this on the kickoff?
No, they just declined this.
Okay.
The only thing that gets applied on the kickoffs would be something like a personal foul.
All right. So there we go. It's 17-0 Mustangs. 9:05 to go in the half, and we are back after this on KBEY 103.9. Second quarter with 9:05 to go here in the second quarter. Mustang just scored, 40-yard drive. Meanwhile, kickoff returned at the 15. The 20 breaks a tackle, 25 to 30.
Yep.
The 35 to 40. Out to the 45-yard line. Nice return that time, and that'll be the best starting field for Brack here after that nice kickoff return.
It is. We closed down a little bit too quick on the wide side of the field right there.
That was Anthony Ward with the return that time. And the Eagles will have it at the 45. 8:55 left in the second quarter. Mustangs up 17-0. And Joaquin starting to get some yardage on the ground, and nice by Doak to be able to pick up that touchdown, his second one of the season.
And Doak's also, he's a good athlete. He's also a decent quarterback as well if it need be. So that's a good formation to bring people in and toss a little pass out.
Two receivers stacked to the left, two receivers stacked to the right. And fakes the handoff on the zone read, takes it himself. The quarterback, Delgado, goes out of bounds at the 50 and forced out on the Brack sideline after a 5-yard pickup. Second down at 5 for Brack. Salazar checks in defensively. Jesse Flores is going to get a breather here on second down at 5, ball at midfield. All right, shotgun formation, 4 wideouts. Quick pass out to the right. He's got a blocker, has the first down, the 45 to 40. C.J. Alexander that time, the cornerback who forces him out of bounds, but he does get a first down. They do like that. So far, that's what they've been throwing, those short passes, as David Prado makes the catch.
Yeah, threw that to the short side of the field. Not a long throw. Not a lot of defenders out there sometimes playing that particular defense.
Trips left side, one receiver to the right. On first down and 10, handoff. Cruz. Castillo has the first down. Across the 35, out to the 33. By far the best looking drive for Brack. Gets 10 yards and another first down. 8.5 to go in the first half.
It is. That's honestly very impressive right now what they're doing. They're hitting plays real quick on us.
Marble Falls up 17-0. Yeah, that's their 2 best plays in a row right there, Coach.
Yep.
First down, and they trying to get the chain set here. They had a 3rd and short, but it's first down, yeah, so they go ahead and get the chains moved. And we first down and 10 for Brack in the Mustangs territory at the 34. Mustangs in front, 17-0. Delgado puts a receiver in motion to the right. He's got the snap, wants to throw. He's looking downfield for that receiver's in motion, lays it up there, and it's picked off. Picked off by Lemon, the 20 down the left sideline, the 35, and he shoved out of bounds by a lineman on the Brack sideline. He read that all the way, saw it was going to be lobbed in the air, and Lemon read it perfectly, jumped in front of it. You saw it,
yep. And
he takes it about 25 yards, and the Mustangs get their second turnover of the ball game.
Yeah, the quarterback, I mean, that was a standard, that little screen and a go pass, and I guess the quarterback was hoping that Lemon was going to bite and come up for that little screen pass they've been throwing to the sideline, and Lemon just did his job, just stayed back deep and just read the ball perfectly.
Yeah, he saw the man that was out of motion going down the sideline, and he just saw it the entire time and made a nice play on the ball. Mustangs looking for more. Up 17-0. Marble Falls at its 29. 7:48 left in the second quarter.
Time for us to go deep again.
QB, listen to throw.
Give it to him.
Wants to throw downfield for Makachek. Makachek, incomplete. Had a step on his defender at the 40 and just out of his arms. Second down and 10. He had time to throw. Offensive line gave plenty of time to try to hit Makachek down the field.
Not a bad call. Not a bad call at all.
Let's continue to try those deep shots. Second down and 10. Liscombe's in the shotgun. Aguilar to his right. Quick pass out to the right. That's his brother. That's Diego Aguilar, the brother of Joaquin, to the 40, first down, and he's grabbed by the horse collar. Flag comes in. They'll tack on to 15 yards from the 45 of Marble Falls, so they'll mark off the 15. It'll take it down to the Brack 40-yard line after he got 14 yards and an extra 15 because of the penalty here.
Yeah, I think they grabbed his face mask, his horse collar, and everything else close to his face.
I'm glad he's okay because he was really slung down there, and the freshman picked himself up quickly. He's really impressive young player, isn't he?
He is.
Watching him.
He is. Waiting to see him in the next couple of years and get in the weight room and get a little more beef on him. But yeah, he is quick.
Seeing his brother, the moves his brother's making, Diego has those moves as well. So the freshman just picks up the first down. Ball at the Brack 40-yard line. 3 receiver set. Aguilar to the right of his QB. Wants to throw downfield. He's got C.J. Alexander in. It's underthrown, but a pass interference call. Happens sometimes when the ball's underthrown. The defender doesn't see it, doesn't have his head turned. And he never saw the ball coming, and it's pass interference and takes it down to the 25 of Brack.
Yeah, those, you know, a lot of times colleges do the back shoulder throws on purpose. That was not a back shoulder throw, but as a defensive back coach, old defensive back coach, used to frustrate me so much because those guys would slow down in front of my defensive backs, and we couldn't help but run up on top of them.
7:24 to go in the half. Mustangs outside the red zone at the Brack 25, going with 3 wideouts. C.J. Alexander, the receiver to the right. Hand off to Joaquin. He's hit, but he takes that defender for a yard to the 24. So luckily it's not a loss. He does get a yard out of it because he gets those legs going. So second down and 9 for the Mustangs. Ball sits at the Brack 24. Alexander, the receiver to the right. Meanwhile, you've got Longbine, the receiver to the left of Makachek. And Joaquin to the left of his QB, Liscombe. Second down and 9 for the Mustangs. Ball back to Liscombe. It's high. He's got it. And he's going to be dropped for a loss because of that high snap. And I think they're going to blow the play dead at the 31 or 30 of Brack. 5-yard loss. And going back on that drive, third down and long. So we've seen a couple snaps go a little awry here this evening.
Yep, about time for a little screen action right here. Wide receiver screen, tunnel screen.
Third down and about 14, ball at the 30. 4 receivers set here for the Mustangs. Ball back to the QB Liscombe to throw downfield. Makachek just behind him, incomplete. Fourth down and 15. All right, so stops the clock with 6:16 to go. Again, this drive set up by the pick by Greg Lemon. Right now it's fourth down and 15, and at the 30, too far for a field goal, so go ahead and see if they can pick up this long fourth down here. All right, so you got 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Now trips right side for the Mustangs, 1 receiver to the left. Liscombe has it. Here's pressure, gets rid of it. Left side, Longbine gets a block. He's got some room to 20. The first down, then some to 10. Touchdown, Longbine. 30 yards on the screen. Nice pass and nice catch, a nice play call. 30 yards on fourth down and 15. Liscombe finds Longbine. The Mustangs up 23-0.
It's amazing. Brackenridge, they've tried the screen pass in long, third and long against us twice, obviously because you expect the team to be dropping deep or blitzing, and they were not prepared for the same thing to run against us.
All right, so it's 23-0. Here comes the extra point try off the foot of Aguilar. Doak Timmerman going to do the hold here. I knew I was going to call him Doak Walker at least once here. High snap, he gets it down. The extra point try is good. 24-0 our score. Mustangs lead. 6:06 in the second. Back after this on KBEY 103.9. All right, so 6:06 to go here in the half, and the Mustangs up 24-0. A 40-yard drive set up by the Salazar, fumble recovery and return. And then on fourth down and 15, a nice screen play out to Longbine from the arm of Liscum. Goes 30 yards, and the Mustangs up 24-0.
Let's take care of our gap responsibilities on the kickoff this time. Oh,
onside kick, and Aguilar's going to jump on it. Wow.
We got it.
He stayed about a yard behind that ball the entire time. The onside kick, Joaquin kicked it 10 yards, and he was never further for a yard from the ball, just followed it all the way and jumped on it once it went to 10 yards. What is the confidence like this a game tonight? You've had 2 tough games in a row, but you come out here and you're able to perform like they are so far.
Well, I mean, you know, we've had 2 tough games because we've played 2 tough teams, and this team right here is like I said, more comparable size-wise with us and speed-wise. But I think right now we're showing a lot more discipline, a lot more precision in what we're able to do right now. And that right there was a good play to put out there on the film, so the other teams just have to spend 10, 15 minutes practicing it against us.
All right, first down and 10. Handoff Joaquin. Joaquin breaks a tackle after he got that onside kick. He's doing everything tonight.
Yep.
He'll get 4 yards, so he has a 31-yard field goal. And then nice runs, and now he gets an onside kick.
His stats book is getting high.
Yeah. He kicked it and recovered at the same time.
There you go.
All right, shotgun formation. 3 receivers now, 2 to the right, 1 to the left.
Go deep again, go deep, go deep, go deep.
It's going to be a screen as he did a pump fake, nowhere to go, and he breaks a tackle, does Liscum, cuts it to his left at the 40, 35.
There you go.
Sophomore quarterback showing his legs to the 33 of Bracken. He gets 12 yards.
We got a goofy penalty right here in front of us.
You think it's a hold?
Not sure what it's going to be. Seems it might be a personal foul. It might be just a hold, or it could be a personal foul right here.
Coach Timmerman is talking to Doc. They're waving it off. So
okay.
Keep the 12-yard run for the QB Liscum. Liscum's tall, sophomore, but he's tall, and not known as a runner, but there he's able to do it, get the 12 yards, and first down for the Mustangs.
Yeah, that was a good just football play there. Just react. Nothing's open. Take off running. See what happens.
Yeah, he was looking to the right, and the corner read that play, so he was covering the screen, and so that's when Liscum decided to tuck and run instead of force it. 3 receivers set, first down Liscum to throw. He's got a pocket, fires down the field. Longbine had it, and he had it at the 25, can't haul it in. I think he was turning up field, and it's incomplete.
That almost looked like the old hook and ladder right there.
You
like
think
he was trying
so?
Yeah, because Aguilar was coming right up the sideline on a wheel route. I don't know if that was it or not, but it sure looked like he was going to catch and pitch it. Aguilar come right past him.
We were talking about Gerald and Llano. They're facing off against each other this evening, that game in Gerald, and right now Llano leads 7-0. Does that surprise you?
No, it does not. Not at this moment in time.
Hand off Aguilar, the 25, the 20, down the left sideline. He's at the 10. High steps down the sideline. Did he stay in bounds?
He's out
of bounds at the 15. They mark him out after a 17-yard run. He tried to tightrope that left sideline, could not, but he does get the 17 yards, and Mustangs back in the red zone again.
Now, Gerald and Llano look 2 comparable teams right there, so that might be a pretty good ball game for them.
Right now, Fredericksburg leads the Bulldogs of Burnett 7-3. That game going into the second.
That's good.
All right, looking to throw Liscum. Right side, that's going to be Dick, and he catches it and turns upfield, and he's got the first down inside the 5, down to the 4, 11-yard pickup. A nice catch and run by Dickin.
Very nice. That was probably the best slant pass he's thrown all night tonight.
Dickin just a sophomore.
Yes, he is.
All right, so you got long by the receiver to the left. Dickin and Makachek, the receivers to the right. Liscum with the hard count. He's got it. He's looking.
Run.
He's going to run it as the defense just stood still, and he's looking for the end zone, going to be brought down at the 3. And they didn't throw a flag, so Brack thought they jumped off sides because they moved, but I don't think they ever crossed into the neutral zone, and so they just stood there.
Correct.
And so Liscum ran and got maybe a yard.
Yeah, maybe next time he runs behind our big offensive line, tell them to go too.
They must have thrown a flag because I do see the call there.
All right.
Well, it looked like he was motioning. Yeah. So that's half the distance to the 2-yard line, first down and goal. Aguilar flanks his QB, Liscum. 3 receivers set on first down and goal. Hand off Aguilar, trying to spin out of the tackle near the goal line. He's inside the 1. It's a gain of 2. Second down and goal inside the 1. All right, so we got 2 receivers for the Mustangs. We'll make it 3 now. Makachek and Dickin to the right, Longbein to the left. Liscombe's the quarterback with Aguilar, the running back. Hands off to Joaquin. Joaquin.
He's in.
Waiting for the signal. No signal yet. He got in. Touchdown, Joaquin. It started with him recovering the onside kick, and it finishes with him scoring a 1-yard plunge into the end zone. 30-0 Mustangs.
Pretty good first half right here now.
Yeah.
It is.
3:45 to go here in the half. And the Mustangs getting some things going offensively. All right.
We're doing a lot of different things out there, a lot of different, not necessarily formation, but a lot of different styles. We had a quick series a few plays ago where we just quickly went at them, and that series right there, we just ran the ball right straight down them real quick with a couple of pass plays mixed in.
Here's Timmerman with the hold. The extra point try on the way. It's good. 31-0 Mustangs, and that's with the 3:45 to go in the half. Mustangs shutting out Brackenridge and San Antonio. Back after this on KBEY 103.9. Ben Shields and Sam Whitley with you here at
Got a new kicker here.
The San Antonio Sports Complex. That's Wallace, I believe.
And that's going to be out of bounds.
So that Jace Williams with the kick, and that one does go out of bounds off the foot of Jace Williams. Flag comes in. So Joaquin, he had a busy series there with the kicking the onside kick, recovering it, and then scoring a touchdown. Talk about a tough kid. He took a hard hit last week and didn't see him in that second half, but here he is just doing everything for the Mustangs. Such a tough runner, too, and can never bring him down on the first contact, it seems.
I say he's got a lot of low center of gravity, and he is a hard runner. He's a patient runner, too. If you notice in the backfield, on some of the plays, he takes the ball and takes about 2 slow steps, and then he just bursts forward to wherever he's going to go to. So right now they're working on his right calf a little bit. May have a little cramping going on.
31-0 our score. Mustangs in front. Brack has it at their 30, going right to left. They had a couple first downs on their last drive before that fumble recovery by Salazar. Mustangs call a timeout. I don't think they like the way they were set up defensively.
I think we got some new blood out there right now.
Yeah. All right, so they'll go ahead and get them lined up here with the 3:45 left in the half. We're going to go ahead and pause 10 seconds here for a station identification. All right, 3:45 left here in the first half. Mustangs lead 31-0 in front of Brack, as Brack's going to be going right to left. And they'll be working with the one running back with the QB, Delgado. Trips right side, one receiver to the left on first down and 10. Delgado has the shotgun snap. Hands off, and he's hit immediately. That's Cruz Castillo. He is hit hard. Thompson's there, as well as Doak Timmerman. And it is going to be a second down, and we'll say 15 here, loss of 5. That play never stood a chance.
Not even close to it. I don't know if that was intentional pressure or just reading on the run.
All right, so 31-0 Mustangs.
Now they looks like they're bringing pressure again.
4 receiver set. Going to call his own number, the QB. Delgado right side, has some room to 30, 35, and he will get the 10 yards there.
Yep.
So manageable 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Eagles.
That is, that's twice they ran that play with success.
All right, 31-0 Mustangs. The Eagles do get the ball to start the second half, so they would love a score here and the score coming out of the locker room. Mustangs lead 31-0. Delgado, the QB, with the hard count. Mustangs don't jump.
Well, if they hold true, they'll be throwing some type of a quick screen out.
Snap back to the QB. Nope, calls his own. Yeah, now he does have it. Now he's going to call his own number, looking to the left, and he's going to be about a yard shy of the first down, 4th down and 1. Doak Timmerman comes in to finish him off, and it'll be a 4th down and 2 here. First man there for the Mustangs was Landon Campbell, and then Doak came in and made sure he didn't get the first down. So 4th down and 2, they're going for it at the Brack 38-yard line. They trail 31-0. They've got 4 wideouts on 4th down and 2. Hard count by Delgado.
They're bringing pressure again.
2:33 and counting in the half. Mustangs up 31-0.
Bringing on the weak side, though.
Handoff Castillo. Breaks one tackle. Can't get away from the second. He's slung down. There's Lemon again. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. Mustangs ball. Yamir Garcia comes in and helps out. So it's going to be a turnover on downs. And Mustangs great field position again at the Brack 33-yard line. All right, so good penetration that time. Were you surprised they ran the ball?
Not so much, because we've been covering the screens pretty good. I think we just had a good run blitz on that particular play right there and confused the linemen. They didn't block too many people.
First down and 10 for the Mustangs. Ball sits at the Brack 34-yard line. Liscombe has it. They give to Aguilar, finds some room left side. The 30 turns upfield to 25, still going strong at the 22. And he gets the first down with that 11-yard run just outside the red zone. 2:09 and counting. Mustangs looking for more points just before the half here, up 31-0.
We're going to do a 2-minute. Yep.
3 receivers set, 2-minute timeout. Yep, that's new for this year, the 2-minute timeout.
Yep.
And we'll keep it here. I want to thank our sponsors for bringing you Mustangs football. First United Bank, J-Bar, Hill Country Collision, Lake Shores Church, and Ewald Kubota. All right, Coach, so 31-0, but a chance to get more here to go into the locker room.
We really haven't connected on the deep ball yet. Would love to see one for a touchdown right here. Again, you know, that's stuff you have to practice on. Because you really don't get a good chance to practice on it in practice, unfortunately, because you're not going against the best defense, especially when you have a lot of players playing back and forth on our team. So this would be a good chance, again, good time to get the ball to Diego.
1:58 to go. Joaquin's out there. Diego is the slot left side. You've got Jace Williams to the right. One receiver to the left on a first down and 10. Just outside the red zone here. First down. All right. All right, looks like we got an EAS test going off here. All right, so meanwhile, going to be a snap back to Williams. We'll keep it here talking, Roy. That was just the EAS firing off. 1:59 to go. And let's see here. I guess they're trying to get the ball set here. Not sure what was going on there exactly.
I'm not either. The ball didn't seem to move.
3 receivers set. First down and 10.
Man coverage right here.
Diego will reverse back to Diego. There's the reverse left side. He's at the 20. There's his speed. The 10-5 touchdown. Diego. 22 yards. Diego on the reverse. Handoff to his brother. And then Diego came around, went left. You said get Diego involved, and they did.
Yes. Sometimes you just got to get the ball in the hands of the guys who can. You're athletes. That's all it really is.
All right. So that speed by Diego, you saw it there. get to the edge after he got the ball from his brother, and that crowd really excited after that. 37-0.
Good setup for that play as well.
Another short drive that was about 35 yards there. 20-yard run. 22-yard run. Don't want to short him the 2 yards. Low snap, Timmerman gets it down. Joaquin's extra point try is good. 38-0 Mustangs, and we are back after this on KBEY 103.9.
Probably see the first team come out, play the first series offensive, defensively, and then get a lot of kids who don't get to see the field much an opportunity to get out there and play, because that experience is going to pay off in the future for sure. Maybe not this year, but and sometimes this year late in the season you get an injury, like our quarterback right now is having to step in because of the injury to the first quarterback. A lot of game experience that you're going to need. So it's definitely a good night for the Mustangs.
Yeah, it definitely is. Up 38-0. Anytime you can do that, you're on the road and just build you some confidence. And right now, that's what's key for this young team.
It is. It's a very young team, as you've said before. We got freshmen out there playing, sophomores playing, and again, the experience that you get in a game like this is going to help out a whole lot.
All right, well, we'll stay in the San Antonio area next week with Lavernia against the Bears, and they're a really good squad. Last year, you really saw they were a dangerous team, so that'll be a test for the Mustangs next week.
It will be. We've got to take some of the momentum from this week, and again, not discounting the second half of the game yet, but you got to take the momentum from this week and just keep applying it and to next week, and hopefully we'll get a victory.
All right, so about to have the Mustang Band take the field here for the crowd at San Antonio Sports Complex, just off of 35 here in South San Antonio. Will it take you about an hour 45, Coach?
About that. I think it was like an hour 30 minutes. I actually got here and met my daughter, and we had supper together, me and my daughter and my grandson. And then I drove 15 more minutes over here to get to this place and ended up parking way over there. So I got a good exercise getting in here today.
Yeah, the traffic wasn't too bad in the middle of San Antonio.
It really wasn't. I was surprised. Well, really wasn't surprised. It's always the direction that you're going and what time you're going. Yeah. Heading on 281 North, it was backed up going out of town, but coming into town was real easy.
All right, so the Mustangs going out onto the field right now, the Mustang Band, marching band, under the watchful eye of Anthony Lefflett. Now the Mustangs defense will start the second half, and up 38-0 as a coach. Sometimes it can be natural, you sort of let up a little bit, but as a coach, you want to, because you still have 24 minutes of useful ball where you can get experience and get stuff on film. So you want to see them to continue to play like they were playing in that first half and not let up.
It is, and that's why you want to come out. You want to start that first group, your first defense in the first series for sure, get a quick stop, and then start putting some second stringers out there like they did just before the half to give them the experience that they need to play, because you're always going to get some spot playing. Someone has a little boo-boo and has to come out for one play or two, and that experience of being on the field is something that you just cannot take for granted.
How has Anderson Liscombe, the quarterback, looked to you in his second start?
Rough in the beginning of the first quarter. He had this where he just kind of stood there with the ball.
Fumbles,
he got stood up and the ball taken away from him. And again, that's also part of the referee's job as well. When the quarterback, any runner, when they get stopped, you can blow the ball dead. But he got stood up there and was held up for a couple of seconds. They stripped the ball from him. He had that one play where he just kind of floundered around and lost the ball out of his hand. But he seemed to improve definitely that second quarter, especially that he looked out, it was covered, he took off running. Good, 15, 20, 12-yard play for us. Again, that's just experience that you get on the run. You learn.
I feel like some of the play calling has looked pretty good too here in that first half. Some of the screens and then that reverse play to help out Liscombe.
Absolutely, I think the play calling has been right on par for this game. We've had some inside, outside runs, screen passes. We've thrown the ball deep, really haven't connected on it yet, but again, just keep going back to it. It's there, and just keep repping it. That's the only thing you can do.
All right, so it's the half. You got the Mustang Band out on the field performing for the home crowd here in San Antonio, and it's 38-0 Mustangs, and Brackenridge will get the ball to start the second half. We're going to take a break. We'll have more coming up on KBEY 103.9. All right, so we begin this halftime. Mustangs up 38-0, and the Mustangs with an impressive first half, 38-0. And I got to say, they've got a nice crowd on hand here, and the Mustangs, Mustangs filling in the stands here nicely as well.
They do. We were kind of sparse at the beginning of the game. Again, I think people were out eating. Maybe a Taco Cabana over there to give them a shout out. Woo, advertisement. Maybe to pay me some money. But we've got a nice little crowd here that came the hour and a half trip down here.
And Brackenridge, and they definitely have filled the stands. And I just feel like the Mustangs have played pretty good this evening. And I do feel like Brackenridge is a better test, too, than Crockett. I feel like they haven't had the mistakes like Crockett had in that first game.
Yeah, the first game is always tough on everybody because you got nerves. That's really what it is in the first game. And by this time, like I said, by the fourth game of the season, you need to be settled in on all your offense, defense, special teams, at least people be able to line up in the correct spot. And, yes, the game against Crockett was a big plethora of mistakes that were made. They were just obvious. Right now, it's like we're just manhandling Brackenridge, from our offensive side of the ball, and defensively, like I said, we're reading plays, recognizing the plays very good and hustling to the ball. White shirts are really attacking it, keeping the ball in the pocket or contained. Again, the quarterback has been their weapon, the reads that he's made and took off around the edge. And I think we finally got that under wraps now.
All right, so Mustangs up 38-0, and again, the Mustang band performing here at the half. We're sitting in the stands. They do have a press box here on the visitor side, but it was a hot box, and I don't know if we could have lasted in there. I don't know if the equipment could have withstood the heat in there. So it was better to come sit outside. I'm glad we did because it's a beautiful evening now.
It is. Like I said, that cool air comes down, get a little breeze going. Yeah, being in those, if it's not AC, it's like being in a steam room.
Yes,
without
it is.
the steam, just the heat.
Yeah, but got a nice evening here, and you got a 38-0 advantage for the Mustangs. And Coach, I'm going to see real quick what we look like here. Other scores. I'm really curious in that Llano-Gerald game, as you mentioned earlier, two teams that are neck and neck. I mean, really comparable in their style and their play, and although Llano passed the ball a lot more, so I think I misspoke there.
No, you spoke to me as far as being able to control the ball.
Yes.
They'd have a different style of controlling it, but Gerald gets the ball and decides that they're just going to pound it. They're going to keep the ball, 10 out of the first 12 minutes of the game, but Llano scores so quick that you can do that, and the game's still going to be tied.
Defensive fest right now is at 7-6 Llano. That game about 1 minute to go in the second quarter.
Did you just say 6-7?
7-6. Oh, okay. Okay, it's like my 10 and 13, almost 13-year-old kids are here. Didn't expect that from you, Coach
I couldn't help. I had to throw it out there.
Yeah, can't believe I heard you say that. That's funny. Oh, man. No, didn't think I'd hear that on the broadcast. Only if my kids are on here. All right, but it's the Jackets up by a point. Burnett trailing the Battling Billies 7-3.
That sounds good.
Well, let's see. I don't know if they've updated that score. I'll have to see if I can get another update. You've got Lampasas shutting out Wimberley 3-0. Those are two good teams.
Oh, they are.
Of course, Lampasas, they have really turned into quite a program.
They have
over the years.
They have. It's our district football is probably one. I mean, when you get around to it, it's one of the toughest in the state as far as I'm concerned. You got Brownwood, a traditional powerhouse. You got Stephenville, which is a powerhouse, and Lampasas, as you said, has come along in the past couple of years, and now they're a very strong team. And then to round off that 5-team district is us and Burnett.
All right. Yeah, you're right. You get that. It's pretty much going to come down to the Burnett Marble Falls game for that 4th spot.
It is.
I think Brownwood, they may be down a little bit this year with a new coach.
Right.
Stephenville, though, you did the Stephenville game with me, and they are the real deal, aren't they? They'll be coming to Marble Falls here in less than a month.
Yes, they definitely have a strong program.
Athletes, and then you got linemen that are just huge. They are a well-rounded team.
Well, if their receiver, their quarterback, and their running back from last year, the starters, if they've graduated, that would be a good thing for us for sure. Oh, look, the horse is out.
Oh, they got the inflatable. It must have been late. They didn't have the inflatable out for the run-through. Now it's here in time for the run-through going into the second half. Good pick up there, Coach.
Yeah, well, it kind of shocked me and scared me at the same time. I looked on my left shoulder and see this big old purple horse.
All right, Coach, so we've got you with us. So that means we need to talk some tennis. So you're in the midst of the tennis season. If you're like me, back in the old day, tennis was just a spring sport. Well, that is no longer the case. Tennis is in the fall and in the spring. Right now, it's team tennis, and this is something that's been going on. We'll talk about this as we go along, but how's the season looking right now? Now you're deep in the district.
Right now, it is looking very good. Currently, we are in second place. We played Academy 2 weeks ago.
Is that Little River Academy?
Little River Academy. They are a very strong tennis program, and we lost to them.
And that's a district matchup?
That is a district matchup. And so they are going to be the first place team in our district. We'll be second place team. And we have two more games to go, 2 more weeks to play before we go into the playoffs. Academy like us has a bunch of seniors. So it was a good match. It really was. We played well, but they played better. I was talking to their coach. They have a lot of, again, seniors, but a lot of their kids have been playing family tennis since they were little bitty. Their older sisters played as well. So we were going up against a lot of experience. We really don't have on our team family tennis players. Hopefully we will in the future. But we have kids that came out, have stuck with it for 4 years, have gotten a lot better at their trade, and very proud of what we've been able to accomplish the past few years.
All right, Coach. So who did y'all beat last night? Y'all played last night.
We played the Vikings from Lago Vista.
Okay.
And we gave them a whooping. It was a 19-0 final score. We won every match. There was really no competition, with the exception of our mixed doubles. We have Savannah Hamlin and Logan Hargraves. They're both cross-country athletes, but they play our mixed doubles, and they won in three sets. They won the first set, lost the second set, and then they won the tiebreaker set. And another, what should have been a good match, was our #1 girls singles. Nevaeh Nelson, she did a great job of running her opponent pretty much to where she retired. She couldn't last the match. But other than that, we were beating them 6-1, 6-0. So really, unfortunately, not a lot of competition last night. But we got Mason coming in this week. We've actually got Mason's going to come in and play our varsity squad, and I'm going to take our JV squad, basically our players that don't get to play a lot, over to Legacy Ranch and play them. They're actually our district opponent, but they really don't have a varsity program this year. They're a new school, opened up last year. So I'm going to take a lot of our younger kids over, a few of our older kids, and play them in a JV match. So we're going to have a real good competition this upcoming Thursday with Mason coming in.
That'll be a good barometer, huh?
Yes, it will. And I'm playing them because they're a tough team. I'm playing them because it's going to get us prepared for the playoffs.
I don't know if I've asked you this before, but you always think Mason. How did they become a tennis powerhouse? Do you know the story behind it?
Truthfully, it's just people play tennis there.
They got into it.
40, 50 years ago, someone picked up a tennis racket and they passed it around the family, and now when you're born, they give you a tennis racket. And they just play tennis. They have tennis courts in the backyard. They just play tennis in that area. They're a small, I believe, a 2A school. They're pretty good in all athletics, but they have a lot of kids that play football in the fall, and the coach over there is able to basically, I would say, scrounge up enough boys to play a fall schedule if he needs to, and these aren't his starters, and they still are extremely well. I was shocked when we first started playing 2 years ago, and I was talking to them about it, and I mean, their boys are out there just wearing us out, and I'm like, that's a great team. He said, yeah, my real guys are playing football right now.
Wow.
And I'm like, how good can you actually be?
That is incredible.
Yes. So it's just a community that's developed a program about, I'm not sure how long ago, I want to say at least 40 years ago, and they've just carried on the tradition.
Kept it going.
Yes.
I mean, they were good in the 90s. I remember them going to state and always winning championships.
It is, and they're still doing that. So, I mean, it's just one of those things that I guess is expected, and that's the type of culture, atmosphere, however you want to say it, that I really want to develop here. In fact, we have a mini camp tomorrow morning from 9 to 12, where we've got some kids between 4th and 8th graders going to come out, and me and Coach Redmond are going to work with them for about 3 hours, trying to develop skills, trying to get an interest, I have a couple of 3rd graders, 4th graders who are going to be out there, and hopefully that they just continue to play, because if they continue to experience, again, we talked about that a lot tonight, they just fall in love with it and just continue to build where they'll be powerhouse players when they get to the high school.
Have y'all played Burnet yet?
Haven't played Burnet.
When is that going to be?
That's going to be September 30th. It's a Tuesday. We normally play on Thursdays, but we have to have that last week. We've got to have the match played, so we normally schedule it on a Tuesday. If it rains on Tuesday, we play on Wednesday. If it rains on Wednesday, we play on Thursday, because you got to play. So we normally schedule the early part of the week just in case there's any rain delay. But that's going to be September 30th. It's going to be at our place. It's going to be our senior, quote-unquote, senior night. It's going to be a senior afternoon, where we're going to make sure we honor the seniors a little bit, show them the love, because most of those kids have played their entire high school career. We have a few kids who just joined the team, but last year, this year, but for the most part, these kids have put in 4 years of hard work. And, you mentioned it's a fall and a spring sport, but tennis really never stops. We're going to finish the fall season, hopefully late October, and we may take about 3 or 4 weeks off where we don't have anything after school, but then we'll start having open courts after school late November.
Getting ready for the individual season of the spring.
Yes, sir, because individual season is going to start last week in January.
Another thing, too, in talking with you, and it doesn't stop after the spring. Y'all practice during the summer as well, correct?
Absolutely. You have to. We do it mostly. It's on Tuesdays and Thursday nights. We'll go from 7 till after dark. But, when this season started, officially we started Midnight Madness with the football team on, I guess it was August 5th, something like that. But once we started school, we had, I think, just about 2 weeks of pretty much either rainouts or lightning outs because of the weather that we have here in Texas, that we didn't have practice Monday through Wednesday, and we had to play on Thursday.
Wow.
And we've missed, I think I've counted it up, we've missed of what we practiced 7 or 8 days, and that's since we started. So we've missed really, quote unquote, 2 weeks of practice because of the weather. And all this happened early. So that's why you practice in the summertime. So when those days do happen, you really haven't missed anything.
All right, we're at the halftime with Marble Falls tennis coach Sam Whitley, also doing color analyst tonight for the Marble Falls Mustangs. And right now the Mustangs up 38-0, about to come back onto the field here. It'll be the Mustangs defense that's going to get things started here in the second half. So again, the Mustangs up 38-0, and we are back after this on KBEY 103.9. Thank you. Ben Shields and Coach Sam Whitley with you here, getting ready for the second half. The band for Brack starting to finish up here momentarily. And Brack doing some calisthenics. All right, Coach, I know you got something there.
We've got a lot of exciting things happening at the high school. Right. Tomorrow I told you about the tennis mini camp, but we also have the choir and the band is having a mattress sale.
Okay.
Tomorrow. They normally do this for a fundraiser. It's from 10 till 5, in the high school commons. All proceeds go to benefit the students directly for the choir and the band. So if you need a new mattress, or if you know somebody needs a new mattress, or if you sleep on the couch a lot and you're in a doghouse, just go ahead and get yourself a mattress. But come on up to the high school tomorrow between 10 and 5 and help out the band and the choir. Our theater department, they actually have this thing Sunday night at 7 p.m. It's the Thespian Showcase. Tickets are at the door for just $10, and again, this goes to help pay for the kids the band, the theater department, our choir, they do a lot of competitions, and unfortunately, with the amount of kids they have, it costs a lot of money, so they do a lot of fundraising to try to keep the money out of the parents' pockets. But that's Sunday night. I believe it starts at 7 o'clock. And they actually have almost like a dessert bar where they're going to feed you and put on little shows. And then Monday we have the open house. Now, if you have a student, obviously come to the open house from 5:30 to 6:30. But our choir always does a performance right after the open house at 7 o'clock in the theater. And I know Bryce Gage would love for you to come out and support the choir again. We have a great fine arts department, band, choir, theater at Marble Falls, and if we got stuff lined up 3 days in a row for you. Come on out and support the kids and get a good show on Sunday and a good singing on Monday.
And you talk about the theater department. I mean, they've been going to the state like the last 3 or the 4 years. You had the band go to state, so the fine arts department, they really are churning them out right now.
They are, and again, they're just like they're a coach, just for different activity, different sport, and they want to develop traditions and get those things rolling because it just boosts the whole morale of the school when people are doing well.
All right, so the Mustangs back out there, so is Brack, and we are less than a minute away from the second half getting underway. The Mustangs will be on the field defensively. So we had an onside kick earlier by Joaquin where he stayed within a yard of that ball and then pounced. I mean, that was impressive.
You watch it on film, I guarantee you're probably not going to see any mistakes on that. Was basically, like you said, perfection right there.
Yes, it was.
And, I mean, no use to do it because of the score, but you do those things, again, in a game situation to get the experience so that you can make any corrections. They were not expecting it to happen. And, again, another thing is you get it on film and your opponent sees it, they got to spend time during practice, and that time in practice is special because you get like 8 hours a week to practice. And so they're going to have to devote some time, 10 to 15 minutes defending that one play. And so that can be to your advantage.
It's a non-district game, so there's a chance for you to work on things and get ready for when the games that these count, but the games that really count for the playoffs.
Yes. Last year when we did the Brownwood game, I think we scored a touchdown off of interception and went right straight to an onside kick to try to get the momentum because that was a game we definitely needed to win. I mean, it was, you
came
had nothing
down to points, remember that?
Yes, exactly. And so, that's one of those things that you do a lot of trick plays, just have a lot of fun with it right now and develop those skills.
Ball's teed up at the 40. Joaquin Aguilar kicking left to right. 2 men deep at the 15. The pooch
That's
kick.
going to be short.
Taken at the 28 off his legs. Ball's loose on the turf, picked up.
There you go.
Makachek jumps on at the 39 of Brack. That ball went maybe 20 yards off the leg of the return man.
Yes.
And Makachek was the last man down, and he pounced on it at the 39. And I think 4 or 5 of the drives have started about this same spot this evening at the Brack 40.
Exactly. It's been a great spot to start from. And, when they kick those high shots like that, that was actually short on what he's been kicking all night long. And the receiver running up to catch that ball full speed, that's always a recipe for a fumble. That's why I said it's going to be short, and that guy just ran right underneath and hit him.
Hit his shin, hit his leg, and went about 20 yards. And the Mustangs, about 8 or 9 Mustangs went by because it was flying into the air, and then Makachek was the last man there to get it.
Exactly. Nobody expecting that to happen.
All right, so the young man for Brack getting a standing ovation from the Mustang side. Good sportsmanship. All right, so the Mustangs have the ball at the Brack 40-yard line, working left to right here. 6 seconds off the clock in the third quarter. So expecting the defense to take the field, and the offense goes right out there.
Yep, it's like we got our first offense out there on the field.
Anderson Liscombe, the sophomore QB, has Joaquin Aguilar to his right. You've got 2 wideouts, 1 to the left, 1 to the right. Now the tight end bounces to the right. That's Noah Ortiz. Once it throws Liscombe, he's going to be looking for Noah Ortiz down the right sideline on the wheel route, incomplete. Flag comes in.
All right.
We're going to have a pass interference call against Ward, the defensive back for Brack, and that'll be a first down. Take the ball to the 20. Flag comes in because he kicked the ball.
Yep.
So that should be 2 15-yard penalties here, right?
Yes, that's the frustration aspect right there of being beat down a little bit. You know, that could have been easily a no call on that pass interference. The back judge thought it was interference. The side judge did not. You know, they get different angles at it. But yeah, the frustration there of kicking that football.
As a coach, you don't want to see that, so
No.
they go ahead and take him out here just to talk with him.
Yep.
So first down and 10 after that penalty. And now, do they do just one of the penalties or both penalties?
No, that's going to be a double.
Since it was a
That's going to be a 15-yard penalty.
ball.
Should be a 15-yard penalty for the interference, and then a 15-yard penalty because that was a dead ball situation.
That'll take it all the way to the 10-yard line. So they mark off the first 15. Now they mark off the second 15, and that'll take it to the 13.
Yeah, it'll be half the distance.
Half the distance once you're inside the 20. Yep.
Correct.
All right, so the Mustangs first down and 10 in the red zone at the 13 of Brack. You've got Dickin, the receiver to the right, Makacek, and long behind the receiver are to the left. Now you've got Aguilar, that's Joaquin, the running back with Liscombe. 11:47 on the clock here. 38-0 Mustangs. Dalton's the tight end left side. Wants to throw on the slant. Makacek's got it. Touchdown. What a nice looking pass, Liscombe.
Yes.
Hit him in stride. That's Makacek. 13-yard touchdown pass. 11:41 to go.
He has improved since the first quarter. Every quarter he's actually improved. That was a beautiful pass right there.
He looked comfortable, had time, and he just threw it on the money to Makacek, and it's 44-0 Mustangs. That drive went 40 yards thanks to the muff kick. And here's that same formation where Doak is in shotgun. The Wildcat now, they'll go back into the extra point formation. Here's Joaquin.
I know that was not a true RPO based on how the running back pretended to get the ball, but that's a play to hold those linebackers in, and then just you're going to throw the slant regardless.
Play action pass and results in that slant. And now the extra point is good. So Joaquin remains perfect with that extra point. Already has a 31-yard field goal, and it's 45-0 Mustangs. Will keep it here with the Mustangs jumping out early. So 19 seconds off the clock, and this is a game that the Mustangs needed. And now as you go further, when do you start thinking about maybe getting some of your second string guys in offensively?
Truthfully, next series on the field. Because you need to get those kids out there early, because they're going to, when they first get out there, there's probably going to be some mistakes made. But again, the longer they play, the more settled in they're going to get. You probably put I'm thinking, okay, I'm the coach. My skill guys, I'm going to keep the first offensive line in. My skill guys are going to go out there and get some reps with the first offensive line, and then start bringing in second string offensive linemen to get them some experience.
45-0 Mustangs. All right, so the ball teed up at the 40. Kicking left to right here. Special teams has been special for the Mustangs this evening. Had a nice return, the onside kick, a field goal, recovery of a fumble. Here's that pooch kick again. This time it's caught cleanly at the 25, breaks a couple tackles at the 30 to the 32-yard line. And that time the up man catches it cleanly. And for Brack, that would be David Prado. Big thanks to our sponsors, First United Bank, J-Bar, Hill Country Collision, Lakeshore Church, and Ewald Kubota. All right, so the Mustangs defense will now take the field 36 seconds later.
Again, looks like a lot of starters still out there, which is good.
Although, when you're a team like Marble Falls, not a lot of depth. You may have to play the whole game.
True. You may be a starter on offense. Now you're second string of defense guys. Right. You're still out there playing. Very true. Okay. All right, they entered the second quarter. The quarterback doing a lot of reads and keeping it. A new running back in the backfield.
All right, here's the shotgun. Screen again, left side. This time he has a little room to the 36, gets 5 yards that time. And it'll be a second down at 5 as the QB, Joseph Delgado, finds his receiver, Daniel Rincon, for about a 5-yard pickup.
It was actually good setup on the play. again, a lot of those inside defensive players, inside linebackers, pursued well to the ball.
10:55 to go in the third. Another screen
Same
right
play,
side.
opposite way.
And it's caught. Has a first down, breaks a couple tackles across the 45 to the 47-yard line, 10-yard gain. And making the catch is going to be David Prado on the screen. You're right.
Yep.
Same play, just to the right that time. Gets a first down.
Yep.
That's been their most successful play.
It has been. Them throwing the quick little screens out there.
I think they've thrown one pass deep, and it was an interception. And that's been pretty much the only pass that went 5-10 yards. He wants to throw, rolls left. He's under duress and brought down by Jesus Rodriguez for a loss at the 41-yard line. Loss of 6, second down and 16, pressure up the middle. The big play by the Mustangs, bringing them down with that sack. Good job by Jesus. Jesus, number 24, he is a junior. 4 wideouts for Brack on second down at 16. Delgado has the shotgun snap, screen again right side. The 45, the 50 takes a defender out of bounds into Brack's side. That's Prado again into Mustang territory at the 49. 10-yard gain. Third down and about 4 here. Third down and 4.
Yeah, those plays are not going to hurt you.
Or third down and 6.
They're trying to draw those safeties to come up again. They're trying to get the safeties to start coming down out of the sky real quick and try to go up top with it.
Trips left side, one receiver to the right. Delgado on the shotgun. He's going to run left side. He can throw if he wants to. Now he's going to run last second. No, Timmerman's there to bring him down, way shy of the first down at the 46. Gain of 3, and here's fourth down and 3, and I imagine they're keeping the offense on the field at the Mustang 46.
I think you're correct at this moment in time.
8:55 and counting. It is 45-0 Mustangs. 2 receivers to the left and 2 to the right.
And if I was a betting man, I'd be betting they're going to throw another wide receiver screen out there.
On fourth down.
Here it comes.
And off up the middle, nowhere to go. Never had a chance getting in there. Caleb Byfield brings him down. Back at the line of scrimmage, no gain. Turnover on downs. Mustangs offense has it.
Good series by the defense.
It was, and they get the ball back to the offense, 8:32 to go. Marble Falls at its 45 here, up 45-0. Now you can start thinking, get back to 500, have Lavernia next week. That's going to be a tough challenge as it is.
Yes.
Liscombe's out there as the QB, Aguilar to his left. Coleman's the receiver to the left, Jace Williams to the right. On a first down and 10 for the Mustangs, Dalton went in motion to the left, stays in tight. Hand off Aguilar up the middle of the 50. Behind his blocker, Dalton guts to his left, the 40. Down to the Brack 36-yard line. Nice patient run.
Yes, it was.
19 yards for Aguilar. The way he just stayed behind his blockers looking for an opening.
He sure did. Like I say, he's a patient runner. A very patient runner.
Diego Aguilar checks in. He'll be the inside receiver right side with Jace Williams. Dalton and
try to get the ball to him in space.
Coleman to the left. First and 10, ball back to Liscombe. Throws out to the right. Under through Williams, bounced it to him, incomplete, second and 10. 7:49 to go in the third quarter. Marble Falls up 45-0. Back into Brack territory again. Mustangs have the 3 wideouts. Diego stays the inside receiver. Williams is the outside receiver. And Coleman the receiver to the left. Joaquin's the running back with Liscombe. Liscombe with the snap, wants to throw. Down the left sideline for Coleman, just over his shoulder, incomplete. He had him, good one-on-one cover, or good one-on-one matchup, and just out of his arms, incomplete, third and 10.
It is. It's, again, something you need to be doing.
You'll eventually connect on those.
Yes, you will. Maybe a little air underneath the ball. That's about it. I mean, it was decent. He had him beat.
Not off by much.
Yep, but he definitely didn't have a big window to throw that ball into.
3 wideouts on third down and 10 at the 36 of Brack. Handoff Aguilar. There's the
Reverse
handoff to Diego, and that time it's read nicely by Brack for a big loss at the 44, loss of 8 yards, and that time they saw the reverse coming.
Yeah.
Diego never had a chance. Ethan Quaylar with the tackle.
You know, if you're going to one time run that play, you get them. But next time you see number 7 in the slot and he's coming back across, that defensive end outside linebacker going to stay home.
4th down and 19, they say. Mustangs keeping the offense out there. It's 3 receivers set.
Do a quick kick here.
Or a screen like they did on one. Oh, it is a quick kick. You're right. Yep. That's a nice one by Liscombe as well.
Get down, get down, get down.
But it takes a big bounce, but it goes. It's a coffin corner kick inside the 5, and that rolled nicely to the sideline at the 4-yard line. So they pin him deep.
Yes, that was good.
6:48 to go in the third. 48-0 or 45-0 Mustangs. Excuse me. All right, so that was a nice quick kick by Liscombe to get that out. All right, so let's see if we can get some updated scores here. Let's see anything new to report on that Llano ball game.
See, Llano Gerald, I'm going to say, my gut wants to say 10-7, but I'm going to say 12-10.
All right, let me see what we got here. Ball spotted just shy of the 5-yard line, 22-13 Jackets in front of the Cougars at the half.
Not even close on
that offense by Llano is just something else.
Yes.
Bulldogs down at the half, 7-3 to Fredericksburg.
Yay team.
All right, trips right side. Now making one receiver coming out.
Many.
He's coming off late.
Yep.
Okay. They got 4 wideouts. Delgado, the QB, had the left tackle move. That was the
he did.
Left tackle who moved prematurely. That'll be half the distance. Take it to about the 3-yard line. All right. Mustangs, see if they pin their ears back here on a 1st down and about 12.
That honestly would be a dangerous thing to do.
Trip to right side, 1 receiver to the left.
Yep.
Going to be a
handoff. Yep.
Not much there. Maybe a yard to the 3-yard line. That is it. Yeah, 2nd down and about 11 here. New running back in the ball game. Don't have him on my roster here.
I think it's number 8. I think it was.
It was 8, and it was Sebastian Garza.
Yep.
Throws out to the left, incomplete. Intended for his receiver. Good. Green Cone was the receiver, and good coverage that time by the Mustangs out there, making sure he goes nowhere. Landon Campbell. So it's 3rd down and 12 after the incompletion. Mustangs looking to get a 3-and-out defensively. 6:16 to go in the 3rd quarter.
I wouldn't do a drop back pass, that's for sure. Get it out of your hands quick or just run the ball.
4 wideouts. He is going to drop back. Now he's going to run. And he is going to be tackled by Byfield. Yep. Caleb Byfield gets him at the 3. No gain, 4th down and 12. And the Mustangs should end up with great field position, so they get that great punt to pin him back deep, and they get a 3-and-out forced by the defense. All right, so see where this ball ends up. Going to have Longbein standing. Oh, he was at the 40. Now he's going to come up even further. Mustangs trying to get the return team set up here.
They've got a big man down out there.
Yep, so they'll have to go ahead and stop play here with 5:58 to go in the 3rd quarter on a warm evening. So 5:58 on the clock. 45-0 Mustangs, and a chance to level. They had, Greg Lemon has been so close to coming off that left edge. Let's see if he gets there this time with it so deep.
He don't have much to, the don't have much room to work on this one right here. If he has to take a step back, he's going to be stepping out for a safety.
5:58 to go here in the 3rd quarter, 45-0. All right, so it's 5:58 to go. So he walked off, and
he's up now.
Get some fluids in him there. 45-0. Mustangs on top of Brack. All right, so here's the punting team unit on for Brack. Longmine stands at the 35. And he will be, the punter will have no room to spare in the back of the end zone.
And they're tight fitted in there this time too. They normally spread out a little bit.
All right, here comes the punt. Brack from its own 3-yard line. 45-0 Mustangs. Snap back to the punter. Does get it off, no pressure. Doesn't take much of a bounce, and it's rolling in about the 28-yard line at the Marble Falls 28. And about a 20-yard punt there, and that's it. The Mustangs sitting pretty at the 28 of Brack. 5:35 to go. All right, 45-0 Mustangs in front. All right, so ball sits at the 28 of Brack.
Yeah, I'd say you got about 2 more deep balls in you to try to get one hit.
Liscombe comes back out. He'll be in the shotgun. Joaquin's the running back. Long bind to the left. Dickin is split to the right. 5:35 left in this third quarter. Ball back to the QB. Handoff Aguilar up the middle. 25 down to the 23-yard line. So he'll gain about 6 yards there.
That was just good old power play running behind the tight end, Dalton, and whoever the slot back was. Just loading people up there.
5:20 remaining in the third quarter. 45-0 Mustangs. Hard count. It's a free play. I think they may have touched the line, so they call the play dead. He was pointing for Longbind to go for the end zone because he wanted to chunk it to him.
Yes, I want to chuck it to him too.
All right, clock stops at 5:07 to go in the third quarter. So that 5-yard penalty marks off the ball to the 19, so the Mustangs back in the red zone. Dalton checks out. He's just a sophomore.
Yep. They've been running number 8 across the middle.
Yep. Jesse Forrest comes in.
Yep. They still do it.
First down, going to be a handoff Aguilar. Aguilar's wrapped up. Not much going on there that time. They were able to bottle him up just to 1 yard. They haven't done that in a while, but it's going to be a second down and 9. 4:40 and counting in the third quarter.
And you would expect the Mustangs just to keep it on the ground here, but again, we need to work on the passing game, especially the deep ball there.
All right, so you've got Longbind to the left. Dickens is a receiver to the right. Aguilar stays the running back in the pistol with his QB, Liscombe. Hand off Aguilar, left side. Fights for the 15, gets to about the 13 before he's wrapped up. A lot of Eagles over there to make sure he goes down after about a 4-yard pickup. So third down and 4 coming up for the Mustangs. Ball inside the 14. Under 4 to play. Dalton checks in for Jesse Flores. The Mustangs in no hurry to get the snap off here, letting the play clock wind down as much as possible. Third down and 6. Ball sits at the 14 of Brackenridge. Snap back to Liscombe. Bobbled it for a second. Gives it to Aguilar. Trying to bounce it out left side. He does. Finds the 10. Before he's shoved out of bounds inside the 10, about the 8-yard line, I believe.
It's going to be close.
Should be good enough for a first down. It is. 6 yards and a first down. Tough run by Aguilar.
Yes.
And the clock continues to run as we're approaching 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Longbind, the receiver to the left. You've got Dickin, the receiver to the right. Aguilar with his QB, Liscombe, coming under 3 minutes to play. 45-0 Mustangs looking to tack on some more points. Play clock down to 5 seconds. Aguilar moves to the left of Liscombe. 2 seconds, has the snap. Give to Aguilar, left side up the middle. He's in, touchdown, pretty much untouched. 8-yard touchdown run for Joaquin Aguilar. And the Mustangs put more points up, 51-0 with 2:37 to go here in the third. 28-yard drive.
That was kind of a dominant, just up the middle, just push people off the ball right now. I think that might be the last we see of number 20 in the backfield tonight.
A job well done by Joaquin all over the place.
Yes.
And he will get at least one more chance at the extra point try here. Doak Timmerman back on for the hold. Here's the snap. It's a high snap. Gets it down. The extra point try is good. Joaquin remains perfect on the evening to make it 52-0 Mustangs here late in the third. And we are back after this on KBEY 103.9. .237 to go in the third quarter. Mustangs up 52-0. Kicking off left to right, it's Joaquin Aguilar.
Another pooch.
All right, going to be taken by Ward at the 16 to 20.
We got him.
25, breaks a tackle. And then Bunting comes in, wraps him up at about the 30. Initially, C.J. Alexander looked like he was going to have him, but then Bunting gets him down. Stop clocks. The clock stops at 2:22 to go in the third quarter. So a much-needed game for the Mustangs after two games where maybe feel a little demoralizing, but to come out and be shutting out a team this late in the ball game,
yes,
putting up points, it definitely helps you with your confidence and enjoy your night at least for one night.
Exactly. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug.
That's how it goes in sports, correct?
It is. It is. We got some new defensive players out there right now.
All right. See Jesse Flores out there.
Got a big nose guard in there, number 68.
High snap over the quarterback's head. He's got to try to chase it down. He will. Now he's going to run to his left, and he breaks one tackle. Can't get away from the second. He is brought down for a big loss at the 11-yard line. That'll be a loss of about 19 yards, and the man to finally get him down for the Mustangs, Clayton Thompson.
Do we have a flag out there?
Where at, sir?
10-yard line.
Oh, yeah, at the 8-yard line. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is. They grab a hold of a face mask.
Looks like it.
Boy, that would be a big bailout if that were the case.
It would be, but.
Or were there some extracurricular activity? No. Now, the ref is pointing, I think one of the officials sort of pointed towards Marble Falls, but we'll see here.
Let's see what we got. Unsportsmanlike, Marble Falls.
Against Marble Falls. That's a tough one. So instead of being second down and to Corpus Christi, it's going to be first down and 10 at the 26 of Brack.
Correct. For all you people just joining on the YouTube channel, I'm glad y'all were able to make it.
Yes. Thanks to the Southern gentleman, Sam Whitley, with us this evening. It's a good nickname for you.
The Southern gentleman.
That's right.
I don't think I've ever been called that before.
All right, 4 receivers set here. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Ball back to the QB. Slant. Now he can't hold on. The receiver drops it at the 30. He was looking upfield already.
He was. He has a difficulty throwing those.
All right, so it took a couple seconds off the clock here. 1:50 to go. 52-0 Mustangs. Shotgun formation. Trips right side. Ball back to Delgado. Going for the quick pass screen again. He's at the 30. Pardo's at the 40. Right sideline. One of their biggest plays of the night.
It is.
Takes it near. They say he stepped out of bounds at the 42, so a gain of 16 yards, but a first down.
It is. That's like I said, it's a play that's very effective. For the most part, it shouldn't kill you, but it can irritate you a whole lot.
Yes.
You know, it's like running a curl route.
1st and 10. Brack at its 47 or 42, excuse me. He's going to roll left. Going to keep it himself. Has a blocker. 45. The 50 runs out of bounds right at midfield. That's an 8-yard gain. And we're going to be under 1 minute to play here in the third quarter. Mustangs up 52-0, but Brack out to the 50, and the Mustangs certainly would love to get a shutout here.
That's kind of the double-edged sword right there, keeping your starters on the field because you want that shutout. That's just something the defensive coach really wants to have.
2nd and short, quick pass left side. He caught it. I thought his knee may have been down, but I guess he stayed up, and he's tackled right at the 50. 3rd down and 2. Rincon with the catch. Had to go down for it, kept his knee off the turf. 25 seconds and counting. Let's see if Brack tries to attempt another snap here in the third quarter. Going to have trips right side, one receiver to the left, 15 seconds on the clock.
We are outnumbered at the top. Come on, move over.
Ball back to Delgado, swings it out to his receiver, can't haul it in, incomplete. And a 4th down and 2. 5 seconds on the clock. 4th and 2. Imagine they'll keep the offense out there at the 50-yard line. So 4th down and 2. So it's about less than 4th and 2.
And the last time they ran it right up the middle. See if they do the same thing here.
Delgado wants to throw. Now he's going to run. Last second being chased. Trying to get the edge. He does. First down. Takes a hard hit at the 45. Wow, C.J. Alexander with a hard hit. 5-yard pickup. And wow, that was a hard hit by C.J.
That was an ugly tackle, but a good tackle.
All right, that's the final play of the third quarter. And the Mustangs go into the final stanza up 52-0. We're back after this on KBEY 103.9.
I think. That was a good run there.
It was. All right. So it's 58-0 after the run by Anderson Liscombe, excuse me. 58-0 Mustangs. Here comes the extra point try off the foot of Joaquin Aguilar. And I think we got some movement against the Mustangs here.
I thought
or
they
think
jumped.
It's the defense,
I thought they jumped and pushed us back a little bit. But I've been wrong before. I ain't wearing my glasses right now, so I can't see.
All right, so just waiting for the call here. 6:33 to go. Looks like it's against Marble Falls. They're pushing back here.
It is.
Joaquin did make a 31-yard field goal earlier today. That made it 10-0. That seemed like a long time ago. That was
it was
about 50 points ago.
Yep.
All right, here comes the extra point try. 5 yards longer. It's up, and that one is good. So he's going to be perfect on the night. 59-0 Marble Falls. And it's going to be 6:33 to go here in the ball game. Back after this on KBEY 103.9. All right, so 5:08 to go here on this ball game, 59-0. On 3rd down and 5, Mathis with the shotgun snap. Throws it out to the right and bobbled.
Pick up the ball.
He got hit. Hopefully they don't throw a flag. They won't. A little bit of a push there, and Pardo can't hold on there. 4:52 to go. 59-0, our score, Mustangs. Clock stops with 4:52 to go, 4th down and 5.
Yeah, defensive back did a good job. The cornerback did a good job of taking on the block of the slot and really pushing that back into the receiver a little bit more. All right, we're going to punt
it away here. Going to have Makachek back there this time. Punter stands at the 26-yard line.
Okay, block punt.
Got to give credit here. Bryson Benner came sprinting off the field, number 68.
Yep.
And he was making sure he got off the field. He's got to take a breather now.
Yes, he does.
Punter stands at the 26. Oh, it's a low snap. He had to run up and get it, and he gets off a high punt. Not very long, but it takes a neutral bounce, and Doak Timmerman had to get away from it. And it's down at the Mustang 39-yard line. 4:02 in counting here in this fourth quarter. Mustangs up 59-0. Offense back out there. See if they just keep it on the ground here and milk the clock. 59-0. All right, Coach. While we can, let's see if I can get us some scores here.
Well, my prediction last time was way off, wasn't it? So
I tell you, having these apps make a big difference. Back in the old days, you'd have to have a phone and a press box, and I'd have to call and
exactly
get the score. All right, 1st down and 10.
Come on, turn it up.
And it's left side, Makachek. Marked out at the 45. Yep. It's a 6-yard gain.
There's a little bubble screen there.
All right, so 3:40 and counting. And I think Liscombe's found a favorite target, Makachek, this evening.
I still would like for him to go the chunk one more deep, see if he can get it.
Give it a shot here.
I would. I mean, I ain't trying to,
Don't want to perceive as running it up.
Yeah, but still, I mean, we're still developing. Again, we got a young quarterback back there. We've got to be able to throw that deep ball. 2nd down and 4. Hand off to Diego, and he'll be stopped maybe about a yard, 3 yards shy, I should say. 3rd down and 3. All right, so listen to this. Gerald has stormed back, and they lead at the beginning of the fourth quarter, 26-22. Ooh.
So 13 unanswered points for the Gerald Cougars against Llano.
Snap it, go. Come on.
All right, there's their deep pass, looking for Coleman.
Why did they blow it there for?
Maybe a delay of game here. Clock was winding to 0, I believe.
Well, they jumped. They jumped into the neutral zone.
Then that's probably, maybe they touched the
Yep, that's the only thing I think of.
Offsides against the defense. They touched the offensive line. That'll be a fresh set of downs. Liscombe was looking to chunk it deep to Coleman down the left sideline, but the whistles came flying in.
Yep. That was actually a pretty pass, believe it or not. That was beautiful.
All right, so burn it down to Fredericksburg to begin the fourth, 14-10.
Yay.
24-14 Lampasas over Wimberley in the fourth.
Say that again.
24-14 Lampasas over Wimberley. Ball sits at the Brack 49, 2:40 and counting. Diego up the middle. Diego forward to the 46, 3-yard pickup. So down 9, and to come roaring back like that with the slot tee off and shows their explosiveness.
It does, they may have had a 15-play drive, and Llano turns the ball over and had another 10-play drive. You can control the ball with that.
Give to Diego. Then this time he's wrapped up again. 45. 3rd down and about 6 here. Under 2 to play in the ball game.
And we got a timeout, or 2-minute timeout.
2-minute timeout. All right. We'll take it with them back after this on KBEY 103.9. It's the 2-minute timeout, 59-0 Mustangs. Got a 3rd down and 6 coming up here. See what Coach Timmerman wants to do on 3rd down and 6. Looks like he's drawn something up there in the huddle and pouring his men there.
Yeah. Just make sure you don't, number one, don't jump off sides. Don't cause us to get deep in the hole right here, because we do have a good opportunity to get a 1st down here and run this clock all the way down.
All right, 2 minutes to go. 3 receivers for the Mustangs.
I was already
out of
thinking.
the motion. They're going to swing
front
it
up a
out
little
to him, and he's hit immediately at the 40.
Yeah,
Now
he
breaks
got
a
it.
tackle. He's at the 40, the 35. Still going.
Yes.
Tough to bring down to the 30. The 15-yard pickup. Swung it out to Diego. Broke a tackle because it looked like he was going to be hit immediately. Got
Yes.
out of it. And a 1st down for the Mustangs. Aguilars are tough to bring down, aren't they?
They are. They are. That was a good defensive play by them to recognize what was happening, and they just didn't execute. Diego did a good job of breaking that tackle and then getting the 1st down.
1:22 to go in this ball game. Anderson Liscombe in the shotgun. Receiver to the left, one to the right.
Then we're going to take a knee here maybe.
Yeah, it looks like they're in victory formation, so it will. Liscombe may have to take one more knee here.
Yep.
Maybe a couple. But they get the 1st down and going to get out of here with a shutout.
That's always nice.
2nd shutout of the 25 season. 50 seconds. Clock continues to wind on down here. So one more snap and that should do it. One more victory formation snap. .33 seconds and counting. Got 10 more up. He'll take the snap now. That should be it. That's it.
I don't know if he was ready for that snap.
Well, he snapped it with about 10 seconds on the play clock.
Yeah.
That'll do it. They won't have to snap another ball here. And the Mustangs victorious, get the shutout on the road. 59-0. Standing ovation for the Mustang faithful. So much needed victory. Good news for the Mustangs this evening. And with their sophomore quarterback, Anderson Liscombe, getting his first victory as a QB. They go to 2-2 on the season, back to 1-3. 59-0 Mustangs. Coach Willie and I back to break it up, or to wrap it up on KBEY 103.9. It's a wrap at the San Antonio Sports Complex. South San Antonio, 59-0 Mustangs. Coach Whitley, your final thoughts?
Well, I think the defense have played an extraordinary game tonight. I really thought they flew around. They recognized what the offense was doing, flew around to the ball, had a lot of gang tackles, had a few turnovers, interception, a fumble. Offensively, I think we came out and did a good job early on running the ball, moving the ball down the field. I think the quarterback pretty much settled in about midway of the second quarter, got a lot of confidence in the belt, started hitting some passes, the mid-range passes or short passes early, late in the game, and has the confidence that he needs to go into the next ball game.
All right, yeah, that's what it was, a confidence night for the Mustangs, and they certainly got it. 59-0 on the road in San Antonio, and yeah, the defense, the offense making some plays and getting some rhythm, and special teams, the 31-yard field goal, fumble recovery, and onside kick recovery. So they did it all this evening in all three facets of the ball game.
And they did a good job. Like I said, Brackenridge is 1-3, and obviously they need a lot of improvement. But you know, you can't always look at the opposing team and say they're a bad team. We did some good things here tonight. You know, like when we played Academy, we played well. They just played better. And tonight, I think we did a real good job against our opponent.
All right, it's a wrap. Mustangs victorious 59-0. Big thanks to First United Bank, J-Bar, Hill Country Collision, Lakeshore Church, and Ewald Kubota. Big thanks to Coach Sam Whitley for joining us. Big thanks to Roy Linick, and also big thanks to Kirk Noacre, TJ, for coming along and running the camera this evening. And thanks to everybody that watched and listened. We'll be back in the San Antonio area next week against Lavernia. Until then, keep it on KBEY.
Good night, people. 3 C's, go to bed.